All right, you're welcome back. And that's still the Good Morning Nigeria show. Not forgetting this one at the show where you need to go on body with us every day. And I'll start the talk from 6:30 Waka go reach 9. We day here for you to send you with the best of information, entertainment, and all the metrichan gist them where you need to know about things where they happen for Nigeria and things where they happen for Obodo Yibo. For the show, you they see beauty and brains mixed together. You know how they be. So you will need to go on body with us every morning. Right about now, we get one confirmed guest inside the studio. You know, say on top of the morning show, we'd always bring in confirmed people then. People will be the shakers and the doers.
And the movers.
And the movers for inside Obodo Nigeria. And today we get the person where I know say all of you now go want to talk to. And our phone lines go there open for you to ask him any question. Our phone line still remains 012-772-195. 012-777-195 and 012-778-195. I don't say you go to wonder which person they get for inside the studio. We go tell you. The person where we get for inside the studio, now Alhaji Lai Mohammed. If you see his CV plenty. But everybody know him as the National Publicity Secretary of APC. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes,
We're very happy to you join us for Inside Studios this morning.
We
love your outfit. You look very, you are representing the true Nigerian cultural spirit.
Now, one thing we always want, say, anywhere where you go, you need to get into our Nigeria attire. Thanks for say you come to our studio today, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so very quickly, make me ask you this first question, sir. Waiting, in your own opinion, waiting the political arena be like right about now, knowing that elections day a few weeks away? How hot or how cold the arena day right about now?
I hot well. He hot because you know there are two Obonga party for Nigeria today. APC one hand and PDP for another hand. And this is the first time in the history of our politics where opposition was strong well. Before now, opposition no strong. But you see, something happened for 2013 where people no take notice. That July 2013, where 3-4 party then become one. And that day, when they become APC, where all permutation, all calculation, don't spoil. Because before then, you get MPP, you get ACN, you get CPC, you get part of ABGA. Each of them, they have their small cubicle. When all of them now come together as one, at that time where politics change. That way happened for 2013. We say when in August 2013, the vote they PDP. You remember that day where 7 governors walk out.
They come out.
They come out from the convention. That day too, they never recover. Then for November 2013 again, when 5 governors for PDP come join APC, now that day where level playground don't come. So we now get 2 big parties with the fight. That's why the thing hot now.
Yes, we know say the party is actually hot, and one of the parties that the All Progressive Congress, and this one are one of the hottest parties that we get for inside Nigeria. Now, plenty of people don't come outside, they ask the question, say, okay, now we know say you APC now one of the strong parties for inside Nigeria, and you now person where they represent APC. So, what will be the difference, or what APC they bring to the table in terms of health, education, all the sectors? Then, what that they bring to the table?
See, the moment where they register APC, the first thing we do, we go hear what people they say. We go feel their temperature. We ask them, what they say you want for Nigeria, what is wrong for Nigeria? And everywhere we go, at the same thing they say. They say, job no day, money no day, security no day, say corruption too much.
Okay.
So when we hear, we go, we listen to everywhere, say, now job we want job. We want to make you fight corruption. We don't want Boko Haram. So what do we do now? When we now do our manifesto, now those things where we face, they say, the year when we come in, we go create jobs. And I say everywhere, we go create 3 million jobs every year.
How?
God bless you.
Yeah.
You see, at times, you feel take advantage of bad thing, make good thing. Today, our roads no good. Today, there are 17 million houses where we need make we build care for make Nigerians where they live. Today, we no get schools. So we as a party, we go invest in what they call public works program of building roads, building houses, building railway. You imagine if I start building house now. Say I want build 1 million house for Nigeria for 1 year. How many people I go employ? Carpenter go come. Bricklayer go come. Supplier go come. So that's how we want to put Nigeria back forward. But those ones are small. The big one be say, now, Nigeria, like say, you know people, somebody take cocaine. We don't get addicted for petrol. Now, the only thing where we rely on. So now we say, the day that price of petrol, where it fall, wahala go dey. So we go invest in what we call value-added sector, agriculture, manufacturing. We go look at ICT. You know, if you take telephone for London, even here, when they talk, somebody go answer, you say, the person they call there. Now outsourcing, we get plenty youth, we get brain, we can do this kind of job. So we go use ICT, make we outsource. So we go create job.
But you feel saying that's something where we never do since, for inside Nigeria, we never really invest for this particular things where you talk about?
If say we do we don't go be inside this trouble today. Make I give you an example. For 2012, 2013, there's this what they call benchmark. When they do budget, they go say, okay, for our budget we want plan this year, now $80 we go put as benchmark for petrol. Petrol now we sell for 100, if we sell for 120. We now say that difference of 40, we go put them together. Now, if we put them together, now for a day like this, but Nigeria no do that. If they do them, they spend them. Because I know, say, for 2012, 2013, we they make $30 for every barrel. We they do 2 million barrels a day. You can imagine 2 million times 30. That would be $60 million. Dollar will not be naira. Now we they save every day. For 1 year, no matter that will come to. So if a price drop now, if we disable and if we no steal them, we don't go be running up and down. There will be no austerity.
All right.
Because you see, the people say, government say, na dollar, na oil price, will drop everywhere. You know drop for Angola. You know for Equatorial Guinea.
All right, so very quickly, make we move on. We know, say, very recently in the news, we don't hear, say, different people, different groups, different joint body, don't they come out, say, we need to push election, we need to push this election because of security issue, because of PVC issue, disenfranchisement, all these issues, we need to push them. And now, on our part, we know, say, APC, they don't, they vehemently against this push. What will be your take on top of the matter, and why are they against the moving of election?
God bless you. Governments get 4 years. 4 years make them plan this election. What do they do?
Government or INEC?
Government, because I mean, who get INEC? 4 years. When they give a timetable for last year, nobody forced them. Now then tell us, say, in February they won't do this election for last year. What did they complain about now? They say PVC. May I tell you, not lie. If government today won't make every Nigeria get PVC, we go get.
How?
Small thing. Make them declare public holiday for 3 days. Make everybody going home. Then you go collect the PVC.
And if you say that one go make people come outside and collect that PVC?
Do you know how many times people they go, come from work, come back, they don't get? But if you don't go devote a whole day to them, you go sit down and you get them.
But I guess so when they come outside, they talk, say that they go, and they tell them, say, may they come next month, may they come up a month.
I said government no serious.
Okay.
Look, another thing government fee do be say, why you say make I go my local government, go collect PVC? Why I not go fee collect them for where they vote? Where I register?
Still on the issue of security, you go realize, say, 4 years ago, the issue of Boko Haram, no, they as as
Strong as it
bad
is now.
as it is now. So Boko Haram na issue where they develop, and because of this, probably because of this developing issue of the attacks and terrorism, that make them say, okay, make we push the election. If you say 4 years ago, they get 4 years to plan. 4 years ago, Boko Haram issue, no, they as bad as it is now.
Na lie. Okay. Na lie. Then they fear. They don't want election. They won't stop Buhari. They won't stop APC promise. Why do I say this? INEC, where they conduct election. Then say for where Boko Haram do. Everybody will do inside camp. Then go vote there. They will come vote there. If now INEC come out and say, Nigerians will make you pardon us, so we no fit do election, I go believe her. INEC never come. INEC saying ready.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you're going to call us.
Okay, true. You're going to call if you want to ask Oga Lai Mohammed, and we're there for inside our studio. You want to ask Alhaji Lai Mohammed any question, you're going to call us on top of phone numbers. Will be 012-772-195, 012-777-195, and 012-778-195. Our toll-free numbers today there for you to call us free of charge. You don't go pay any money, and it is scroll for your TV screen. I would like to ask you this question. Now make we move over to security. Now, plenty people don't they fear because they feel say our security not they tight enough. Every day for papers they read new stories. Like today we read them for inside papers how the Boko Haram sets don't get Twitter handle, where they post pictures of young people where they use
they distribute their propaganda,
their badness. Now, how you feel say we fit actually tackle security issues for inside Nigeria?
Like I tell you, say, when we go around, now 3 things when Nigeria say, it depend them. Security, insecurity. That we no get, and corruption. So we, for our party, we don't get program. How we go tackle insecurity. First and foremost, we say, we go look at our army. We look at the thing where they lack, the thing where they don't lack. How we go send people go fight, they no go get shoes. When they shoot them, now then go get go look for money for medicine. We must first take care of our army. 2, we say, now intelligence, the way army they use, they fight. How come that army they one place, Boko Haram won't attack, they no go here? Something they inside. Me, I go London one time, and I tell them, I say, this government said, look like say, now them they encourage Boko Haram because they don't want to make the thing finish.
But what's they go stand to get?
You will be the government. I really want to know who will be the government.
Plenty.
All right, we get calls, sir. We get calls.
Hello, good morning. Adewale from Abuja, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Olawale Abdullahi. I'm calling from Airport.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead and make your point.
Yeah, I love the program, and I would like to welcome your guests in the house there. And one thing I want to explain for us and the government of APC candidates, whenever they interview them on program, they not tell us their plans, what they have for us. So we really want to know their plans because everybody wants APC and we want them there. So we want to know the plans, let them explain deeply so we can understand because most people are saying, what are their plans? What are their plans? What are things they have for us? Like what you said that they will create jobs. In time of security, let us know all those, the guidelines, how you were going to do it more easier. So that is what we like to know.
All right,
thank you very much, Adewale. Our guest, Alhaji, we don't talk about how they want to create jobs. So we could focus on the issue of security when they talk.
Yeah,
it's very important. Like I say, we say as soon as we enter BAM, we go employ 100,000 more policemen. We go increase capability and capacity. We say the number and even the power.
100,000 worldwide or
no,
nationwide?
Nationwide.
Okay.
That's not for police.
Okay.
Then for army, we go increase their power. We go increase their number. Then we see now to say, they don't even pay them well. If soldier die today or he injured, then they pay, I think, at 100,000 or 50,000. It's too small. We will go raise that one. Be minimum 1 million. So that they will get hurt, they will go fight.
Yeah.
Then you can't send somebody to the front and you say the petrol you no go get bullet, you no go get gun. We go look at the welfare of the people, and we go now change the entire intelligence, architecture. How did they get it? The question, the information where army they use, not be only power, not sense. The intelligence people will say, today with some people there, they don't look like say they be Nigeria. Then we go now work with Niger, Chad, and say, come on. Now all of us will get this problem. After all, when they get problem elsewhere, they can call us, go help them. So because Boko Haram, be Nigerian problem alone.
Yes. Even very recently for news, we read them say for African Union, they make moves, they want partner with African countries.
You see, I don't want
all right, so that's how we actually get.
Good morning. We get Ade from Sapele. Ade, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning,
good morning, Ade.
I greet all of you.
We greet you, sir. Please go ahead.
Greet our government. Say, for the APC, where they vote for all the states, they do well. I know that quite shortly they do well.
Thank you.
There's one thing I want to tell you now. The great deep on Buhari, may God, make so be it. Because we know say Buhari is somebody where we believe say if he do the job. But if the great deal on him, it could also be it. Because Nigeria of today, some people will come, they say they will do this, they will do that, they will do that. We know everything, so just pray. Now just pray out with me, and we just talk. So no problem.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thanks a bunch for that.
They make points, say, actually agree, say, so your party members, they do work for different places for Nigeria, but say that they hope, say, the presidential candidate will be Buhari, go fit to deliver on the job.
He go deliver because he don't do them before. You see, what Nigeria need to do, apart from competence, now man will fear God. Now man will go steal our money. Why now only one person where I sabi, he be governor before. He be minister of petroleum before. He be head of state before. He never get personal house for Lagos. He no get for Abuja. How many of them say, put their chest, say, we be like that. When he retire, they say, because he be former head of state, maybe they take 23 million naira. As pension. The man say, as about other Nigerians, give me small out of it. This is the man, a correct man, we love Nigeria. And we could support them with people we get obonge, knowledge about road, about housing, about economy.
All right, as you actually bring in this particular one, so we're going to need to talk about them because that's something we don't do for inside the news. Buhari certificates, even to today we read them on top of the newspaper, on top of this one saying lawyers don't come outside talk, say you need to probe, you need to chook eye inside to find out why he be say his certificate, we never see him. And also people don't come outside talk, say, how come he don't contest 3 times? And now certificate no problem. Now from your own mouth we need to know what's your take on this certificate issue.
They say your horse never they grow in front of your enemy. Your enemy could never realize appreciate it. If no be say people won't be cause trouble. Say it's possible for a man to join army, become general, and say he even no get primary school leaving certificate. Because what did the law say even? Not be secondary school certificate for constitution. He said man will go primary school, we fit read and write, we work for public or private sector for 10 years if you contest election. Plus, Buhari equals secondary school. He gets certificate. Make them ask the chief of defense staff and the people where they do to a certificate. Because this matter, where they talk small. No be Buhari then they attack. Now the entire military they insult. You think they say people where you can rise in the army become general without having school certificate or primary school certificate. Now let's leave that. Supposing they might even say he don't get anything when he enter army. When he enter army, then send them go London. He become officer. When you come back, then put them, say he be second lieutenant. He rise, they take him, go India, make you go learn book more. He come back, he become Lieutenant Colonel. He stay there, he become Colonel. They say go America. America say, he good. How can you say that man no get book? The problem, like I tell you, this government, PDP, then they fear for this election. They don't want to make it old.
All right, so we're going to ask you this question still. What will be your expectations for the forthcoming elections when they come? You, in your opinion, you feel say INEC would they capable to conduct free and fair elections? Well, they get everything where they need on ground to make sure say election happen, violence free.
The thing we say, INEC tell us, say they're ready.
Okay.
We believe them. Make them do more. Make them go to unit level where people they vote. Make them go give them their PVC. We still get more than 2 weeks now. Make them continue to give PVC. 2, then people they talk about violence. Only government can cause violence. Not be opposition. As long as government is neutral. Like the thing what police they do for Lagos now. They don't begin wahala for Lagos. They don't let Lagos State do their job. Lagos State make law about advertising, where you can put your poster, where you can put your poster. You know, see Lagos don't dirty now because no, it's true. Before, no go see poster anywhere. Then come, they say, allow everybody. Police, they begin cause trouble now for Lagos. So if there's wahala, they can go ask them, and like they say, now what they say the Quranic teacher. Where you say farming go day, in Peking no go chop Quran, it will affect everybody.
All right, we'll talk about the documentary where it on top the airwaves for some time now. Where plenty of people don't even see they come outside. Now we talk about things where the people they actually come outside, they ask some questions about. You know about the documentary and what do you think about them? Where you talk about the real.
Nah, bro, nah, lie.
Okay, so not be true. You feel say documentary not be true about
you don't know say Misty, I feel do comment about you now. As you find like this, put uniform for you, and if I see one today where you they show when I they look outside, somebody will do like this with one woman and
okay,
one
Two-Face and
I they watch them. Listen, what are the facts? Let's be serious here.
Okay, so please give us the facts.
Yeah.
In 1979-83.
Okay.
We had one of the most wasteful, one of the most corrupt civilian government. The army took over. When the army took over, they met on ground in discipline. People would not go to work. They were pushing cocaine, drugs. They were stealing money. They were making champagne in their name. And by the time they got there was absolutely no money there. What did Buhari do? Buhari came and tried to instill discipline. He introduced war against indiscipline. And believe me, I was a young man then, and suddenly I became proud to be a Nigerian. We were queuing to enter buses. There was no more stealing. Our economy improved. When he came in, he met debt. He was paying small. People were afraid to steal money. They ran away. This is the government. Why was he overthrown? 3 things. They come to him. They say, make it devalue Naira. Man say, I know freedom. If I devalue Naira, now my economy, where you go, affect. They say, make you remove fuel subsidy. He refused. They say, make you take IMF loan. He refused. How would they overthrow him? All this nonsense they talk. I look at them because many of us who were not small that time. That song about 2.8 billion. No people what they talk about it. At all. Anybody will listen to that thing. We know the man where he called thief. Then they say some people then they go carry cocaine. They say, he could make them carry cocaine. And he was not the judge. They make law. Say if you carry cocaine, this is what will happen to you. Now, having said that, do you think that a man who was head of state under military, he can do the same thing as a soldier, as a civilian? Under which under whose government them born Kalakuta. Not be under him.
Wow.
They put the picture of Mama Kuti. He don't die before the man become president. They call head of state. Now live from the pit of hell. But you know, they want to stop Buhari by all means. And the thing with nothing to suit me, they say, as then they spoil the man. Now so many people, they love him more.
All right. We get actually plenty questions to ask you, but time not today our side, time not really today our side. Thanks everyone say you join us inside the studio today, sir.
Thank you very much.
We really happy say you make out time for your busy schedule, come join us. And we wish, we hope say Nigeria go move on, you know, greater and greater, because come what may, Nigeria is bigger than anybody. Absolutely. Nigeria is bigger than any party. Yeah. So you were there out there, you don't hear everything. We consign the elections when they come up. You need to educate your vote, educate your rights, vote your conscience. Vote wisely, because now the future of Nigeria we talk about, the future of our children. Now we they fight so, because Nigeria now we get them and Nigeria go better. All right, we go back small break now. When we come back, we'll go still give you many things we're there on top of the Good Morning Naija show.